Good morning. Oh my. What's wrong with me today, people? I got on the train. Good morning, good morning. Quick updates for you people. Very important update. Brother Winston, how are you? Very important update. Just tag somebody, share the live, get the message out. I know it's Sunday, a lot of persons in church, a lot of you going to church, but even if you can't listen, just share the live, all right? How are you this morning? Rihanna, how are you? I have an update as it relates to these terrorism charges that a lot of our young men are faced with, and a lot of our men are crying their innocence. And you're innocent until proven guilty, and it's the responsibility of the government. If you're going to arrest these young men, not only arrest them, charge them, remand them to prison in the name of terrorism, then you have a responsibility also to come to the public with the evidence. Today, at a time to be announced, not only that we have a lawyer on a panel to talk about terrorism, but also we'll try to accommodate even, one of the victims, one of the person's relative, mother, grandmother, aunt, okay? So we'll announce the time. There's so much happening, so much I'm dealing with, so much we're dealing with as a movement, a new movement, so much. But I thank God for strength. Now, listening to some of the persons in prison talking, in government, talking about, we can blacklist these people from traveling and we can blacklist them at the airport and all of that. You don't have to physically blacklist them. You already blacklisting them by giving them a terrorism charge. Because at 18, 19, 20, 21, and more so with your innocence, if you're innocent, and without any evidence, to have a charge like terrorism going against your name is not something that we're going to get into more of that on the program this afternoon. So what is happening here in Guyana with everybody in this terrorism charge, and even a wanted bulletin that is put out there for people, and up to now, don't let me forget Orlando, that the police not only put out there but arrested him for the young girl that died, and didn't come to the public to clear his name. You know what you're dealing with. But I spoke with Dexter Todd, and I have good news and I have some bad news for you. And Dr. Todd, attorney at law, told me that several lawyers reached out, and in fact, they're coming up in a big group to deal with this matter and to ensure that representation is there for all the clients, regardless of what. I received a call also this morning from Dr. Campbell, Terrence Campbell, finding out from me and information and how they can help and persons who don't have lawyers, and in my opinion, most of them don't have legal representation. But I thank God that he has shown up for them. Because in the prison, while they just snatch them up the night, family, nobody can't talk. In some cases, you don't got money and all of that. That thing hit me, and I told you guys the next day on the live, I couldn't sleep because I felt the innocence of some people deep. And so I reached out to Dr. Todd while he was overseas. I couldn't wait for Dr. Todd. He traveled in the night talking all the way coming, including when he was at Trinidad. But I thank God because he never leaves. He show up for them in that jail. Young men who had not a clue because they didn't got a phone, nobody called them. And I'm putting this at the front of the conversation that we don't lose hope and understand how God operates. So they hadn't a clue. They're in prison. I show up, of course. It's holidays, you just can't visit on weekends, so I can go into the prison. But you in there and somebody call your name to come to the front. And when you step out, it's no other than Dr. Todd, attorney at law, who got a PhD in dealing with the matters with terrorism. So you know when God show up, the best always is there for you. And you know when Dr. Todd, what saddened me? When Dr. Todd mentioned to the young men that I was outside, a lot of them broke down in tears. And up to now, it still saddens me. Because to feel that pain as a mother, it's not an easy one, okay? And so the young men in jail, and I'm sure today not one lawyer or two lawyers, but several lawyers will show up to all the jails around this country because people, God has intervened. So you see, my mission and purpose and my strength and my guidance come not from man, but from God himself. But look how the devil believes he can show up. Dr. Todd is building a place, I think somewhere at Field Street side, somewhere there, where he's setting up his law firm, fighting and scraping to put everything together, penny loop. And you know what happened last night to Dr. Todd? The most expensive piece of wire on that building. Remember, Dr. Todd, Samuel, how were you fighting to complete the most important wire in that building to hook up the generator? You know they attacked Dr. Todd building. They cut out that wire, causing more than $1.something million, and move it out to the place. But the devil is a liar. Because when they did that to attack Dr. Todd, to quench his spirit, and to say, you're going to represent people, look what's happening with you here. But Dr. Todd this morning when we spoke, that will not move him because we do understand this country and the political climate that we're in. So Dr. Todd landing in this country and fighting for the poor, fighting against injustice, fighting for the truth. All Dr. Todd is saying, you cannot tell me that this is insufficient for terrorism. If they do something else, you charge them. None of us, we are condoning. We don't want a country that is out there with crime and violence. We don't want that. That's not what we're fighting for. But the injustices, it must come to an end because of the injustices. That is how we will have crime. That be like a the ticking time bomb. So this morning, Dr. Todd got to go again, but just land here. And because of what happened there yesterday, I'm saying he's under attack, but the devil is a liar. Cut the wire clean. Some technical part, cut the wire, the most expensive one that will attach to the generator, because you know this blackout country. But people, I want to tell you that Dr. Todd will stand. And now Dr. Todd is not alone, but there's a team of lawyers, male and female. And I did not receive permission from the others to call the names, so I'm not going to call the names until they give the permission. You see what the devil meant for bad. I'll declare in Dr. Todd's life that God has already turned it around for good. So we understand when you come out here in a struggle or to represent or stand against oppression and fight for truth, the price that you have to pay. But you see, when you do it from your heart, right? You see, when you're doing it from your heart, you're not distracted. Many persons in the public, many persons say the worst things about Simona Broomes. You think I got time to sit down, study them, to hate them? No, I will not be distracted, because what I do it from my heart. So this matter, somebody, it was mentioned it could be about 100, and already processed about 70. This matter will not be one that look over or shy over, but lawyers have stepped forward. But lawyers around the world, some of the best and the greatest, will step up. Because see, all these plans that these people had in store for election time, it can be crushed. I'm saying the tower got to keep falling down. It got to keep falling down. It got to keep falling down. I spoke with a grandmother of the young man in Barbies that got the 3 bullets, got the sack. I got the pictures on the program today. I'm going to show it to you. Show it to you. When these matters happen, we got some coward leaders. So some of them is cowards in society. They want to associate with things that they feel they can get some relevance. But when matters like this happen, they're forcing to do the jump on the back foot because, oh, I don't want to be associated. Well, I want to say it clear, people. I am not going to stand up here as a leader and say I am here to lead only the best, the right, the nice, the this, the that, but the truth. And we have to fight for this country and a better society. Our young people must do better. I'm not afraid to go up to the prison. I was not afraid to say, listen, I don't believe these terrorism charges is a bad sign. I said it on my live. And start to call lawyers. Yes, I did. I did call a few. I am not a lawyer. Ain't got nothing that God tell me to do that I'm not going to do. So nobody can distract or detour me. And that's why I say to a lot of you, even some of you behind there and you're there, you're commenting and you're texting. And even if you think I ain't seen you touch not the Lord anointing or do his prophet no harm, you in some serious problems. Serious problems. Sleepless nights for these young men. Quickly. One of the young men got 6 children. 6 daughters. Single parent, breadwinner. Just lock up his business, going home to check on his daughters. And you know why he was weeping in prison? Because they just live like that all by themselves. The business and he in a jail. Don't know where, who, what to turn to and nothing. But God has shown up. He has shown up. Because while all of them, look what happened, you know, like a thief in the night, they operate this government. And whims them off the court and all over the place. In the jail. Y'all think it's only Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? Y'all think it's only... God is still showing up even in the prison to bring truth and to save his people. Listen, I am not in the best of state of mind, frame of mind, and everything. We have this program. I'm going to announce it. I ain't come out here for so long. I wake up early, very early, finish doing my laundry and all of that. And you know what? I sat there and I just felt like if I must go somewhere, going to the church and just sit down. I just want to sit down in the pews and just feel like if I'm absorbing that power, that spiritual, you know what I mean, strength. Right? That strength. And so I am going to jump off of this live and thank you, Hazel. I know that's why I can't afford to look to men. If I look to men, I wouldn't come out. The nastiest story I hear about myself sometimes. I'd be like, who these people talking about? Is it me? Just wicked. And you know, as a woman, and sometimes women is a person that is choose to peddle all kinds of things about you. You know? All kinds of stories. People you never see, you never hear, never know. But whatever you sow, you're going to reap. The seeds that you tell yourself you're sowing for Broomes, oh Lord, you're going to reap it yourself. So I don't want to be long. I just want to give that update. Please let us continue to pray for all the persons and lawyers. And I thank God, I'm saying it publicly. This is not Simona Broomes has intervened. God himself, the most powerful, has intervened. And I pray that Daxotad can get us $1.something million and more to buy back this wire. And I thank God that he has not allowed this. To say, man, these young people, because this way to do these young people ain't easy. You're fighting for them and now they're gone and thief me wire and the thief me this and the thief me that. No. No. Dr. Todd not only going to be at the jail, he's going to be at the jail. He's going to be on TV programs. Everything, all this doctorate that he get, and he will teach, he will educate us on truth. The best of lawyers, all will come together. Right? And go to the highest court and bring this down. Bring it down. And our young men and women that are innocent, the names will be clear and they will be set free. They will be set free. Right? So people, I might not always come to you pretty shiny and this and that and that and that. Because that's not the mission, it's people. You see, a lot of people want position. A lot of people want to come as king and queens and sit on throne over people. They don't want to lead. They don't want to lead because to lead is to serve, is to fight for people. They don't want to do that. They're opportunists and they come in all kind of disguise. And that is why I'm still calling on the police force to bring these men to the front that they said throw whatever substance on these little children. Bring them. You can't tell me you could round up at 100 men, but you can't find these two. Bring them I saw something on Facebook with somebody saying these two men in jail. I don't go for all the back and forth. All I'm saying, bring the men. Let us get the evidence. Who see them, where they live. Bring the truth. And that's why when I heard this gentleman went there, I understand sometimes when you look at these things, you sit there with the children and you're referring to the people as hooligans and so on. Don't let you go down that road. Don't. They keep people in poverty. That's why when I go in the streets, I say, man, y'all know ghetto mean, it mean poor people. People could use. They do that on purpose. A lot of kings, they want to have people in poverty. They want to come and shake your hand and give you something. And when they show up, your eyes glittering, you know, maybe it's a fault I got. You know, I showing up someplace, I showing up all the taxi, all kind of thing and this and that. Because I don't want to go into these communities with poverty, showing up with these big Land Cruisers and this and that. And so people running like if, what, the lady got money, boy, and just keeping the eyes on this money and to bow down. I want to come there and to tell you, hey, get up, arise, come out from this. Right? So let me just stop here because, you know, when I start, what has happened? And I'm the first one when I'm hurting, I just come out here to say, hey, I'm hurting. I am hurting. But all I'm saying, it is time for truth. I pray that God will continue to expose and expose, and the truth and the truth and the truth and the truth. And it is the truth that will set Guyanese free. It is the truth that will break racism. It is the truth that will break poverty. It is the truth that will end corruption. I say it's the truth. It's the truth. So allow me, people, to get off of this life, you know, and just to make a few steps out there. So Rihanna, to all of you, Idris, you know, Julius, yes, and to all of us, we're not condoning, but the darkness must be removed from over this country, and light, right? So some of them want you to believe that a system that they build, that they create, that no, they want it no more. They want to care for you and love you. Yeah? Love and blessings to all of you. And we'll talk again later. We have a big program sometime today, right? Sometime today. But it's my responsibility, and you know me, when I confront with a story, I will keep you updated and things like that. When I was outside of the prison yesterday, like I could feel the pain of the men in the prison. I went back in the car and I sat down and I was squeezing my stomach because I felt the pain. I felt the pain all over. So, but I thank God because he's got all by himself. Right? I don't have to do his work. He will do what only he alone will do. Thank you and blessings to all of you. Bye.